All right. Well, hey, it's Tanzu Talk. A little bit of my experimental ambient Tanzu. I've actually been broadcasting on my own Twitch and streaming channels, just doing futzing around and doing nothing. But I'm doing something a little more formal here that's Tanzu related, Tanzu Talk related. So I thought I would bring you into the stream for this point. Now, what I'm going to do today, I have a talk tomorrow, June 22nd, that I'm going to be doing live for the Skills Matter Cloud Native Exchange. I think you have to be a member to watch it or something like that. And it's the culture talk that I have. So before I give a talk, I like to go through and, make sure that everything is working out and cool, as it were. And so to do that, I thought I would do it here in the stream. Now, I'm going to put in the, I don't want that. I'm going to put it in, there's a recording of me doing this talk. If you want to see kind of like the full actual talk that I'll put in the chat here. It's over on YouTube. And, it's just me going through the talk. If you want to see the actual thing, a good rehearsal run for it. And also with the way I'm doing this stuff nowadays, you should see a chat down there in the window. And whatever you're watching this in, hopefully you can chat as well. So let's look at the talk. So the talk's going to be about 40 minutes. And, I've added in, I have my new book here. So that's good. You always want to advertise for yourself. And, I don't really do a bio like this when I'm presenting to like, a customer of ours or other people. I guess I actually do, because you need to establish credibility. But especially when you're speaking at a conference or something, I mean, it's a good opportunity to advertise for yourself. So it's definitely worth spending time doing that. I don't know. I used to like to put the bio in the back, but I don't know. We'll see. I think in person, putting the bio in the back makes sense, but online where people can more easily leave, you want to, selfishly self-promote. So let's see. I've got the special guest gag. And I think this is an important part to kind of give an agenda of what's happening. I'm trying to think. So this is good. This is actually a pretty good 40-minute version. And this is a new thing that I go over, is really needing to address like legacy and tech debt, which I think is incredibly important. I think there might be some, I could weave in like state of Kubernetes stuff. Let's go look at that. So this is pulled from, I think, some Forrester report stuff that we worked on with Forrester Consulting. But I think in our latest Kubernetes survey, there's a question about state of Kubernetes. Well, let's see my blog. We have a question that's related to legacy stuff. And it says that people are having a hard time integrating with old stuff, which I think I covered in my blog up of it. There's that, but where is... Check out this year's updated. Oh, that's the old one, huh? Last year's ebook. Okay, let's come over here and say Cote State of Kubernetes 2021. Yeah, there's me talking about it. Huh. Well, that's kind of weird. I probably have a link to it here if I was clever enough. There we go. Look at that fine shirt I was wearing. So, here we are. I'll put a link to this over in the chat too. All encoded for tracking. Isn't that exciting? So, let's see. Improve resource, lack of internal integrating. Here we go. Integrating with existing systems is an impediment to developer productivity. So let's see what exactly people said. Developers. The top impediment was integrating new technologies in existing systems. I don't know. Is that really catchy to go here? Say that there's too invested in legacy apps. High tech debt is hard. Yeah. Did I actually use that 48 up in the sad donuts? Yes. But I think the logic walkthrough that you go is pretty good for that. That basically tech debt is probably one of the contributing things to not being able to update things, right? I don't know, correlation, causation, all that. Yep, too invested in legacy applications. So if you wanted to say, would that make sense? The top impediment, 42% of respondents, was integrating new technologies. Yeah. I mean, you could say that, you know, I'll put it in the notes here to like verbally go over it. So 42% of people said integrating with, let's see, what did I say? Integrate with new technology and systems was how do we spell that? Was an impediment for working with Kubernetes. And that's our State of Kubernetes 2001 survey. And I'll put that link in here. We'll remove all my tracking crap because who cares? We'll say Kubernetes related. Okay, so, you know, if I notice it, then at least I have it there to voice over. So then, I'm going to make a quick note here to check my stream stuff. Can I change the chat ID when I write from Restream to be me? So then we've got the delightful story here. This is a story I unfortunately have to cut a lot when I get to the Home Depot one because I'm running out of time. So then we've got mission, start small, metrics. Let's look at the metrics slide. Yeah, so this is fun. I've made a whole presentation out of this. I don't forget if I was streaming this, but you know, I was looking for that at some point and I found it. So Q&A starters. Okay. I think that's pretty good. And, you know, I've got this updated. Let me just... Now, I'm going to go off screen here for a moment to look at my recent presentations and see if there are any things that I want to include in there. So, you know, I try to save... Every presentation I do, I try to save it here. Save it in a directory that's coded by it so I can look it up by memory. And I'm just looking through it this way because, you know, if it's an internal meeting, I'll encode it with that. But here's the one that I gave to the VMUG, you know, the VMware user group thing. Oh, look at this. Let me delete that. I need to send these slides to them as well. So you can see here I did it twice. Huh? Wonder if I should do that with this. No, because we got the joke there. So I'm going to close that. Yeah, okay. So I don't really need anything from there. The executive dinners. Yeah. Platform operations. We don't really need to look at that. Let me see. Nope. Not that one. Oh, I should go over this presentation one day. I did this presentation to the Austin Cloud User Group. That was pretty fun last year. I had to do it remotely, of course. Yeah, okay. I think that's pretty good for that talk. All right, well, so that was just, I'm trying to experiment with what you do in streaming, and I don't really do coding. So that's the logic of seeing me like kind of relook over a talk that I've done a lot and fix it up. Oh, I remember the thing I need to fix up is someone once asked me a question about this slide and about this stuff. And I didn't really know the answer to it. So what I am going to do is just delete it. And then I don't really have to address it very much. So further analysis of just high note shows the following. So what I am going to add here, this is from, I forget which DevOps report. It's 2019. Yeah, so I'm going to add this. Was it 2019? Wow. That's old. But there was some good findings about spreading stuff that I'll put here in case I like want to refer to it. But if you put it up, this is a good example of like sometimes when you put information onto a screen, it does more harm than good because it's confusing, especially if you can't explain it. But this just kind of allows, these numbers are basically when they study kind of like the higher performer people, the way that they had been spreading the change out. And it kind of shows community practice and grassroots and POCs that those things are better. But like I said, it just opens you up opens me up for having a discussion that I am not prepared to, that I don't know my stuff well enough, which is unfortunate. Oh, we don't want to do that. Here, let's just move this over this way. I should probably find like a picture of seeds or something like that, or people pair programming. In fact, let's do that. That would be fun. I think, let's see, pair programming. I'm sure we have some pictures of that. That'd be funny if I use that. Let's see if they have some clip art that we can use. Oh, that's nice. Let's go back here. That's the San Francisco office, if I got it right. Let's see what else we have here. Look at all these people pair programming. Ooh. Now, see what I'm looking here because I want to make sure we have like usage rights for stuff. Is this? Oh, look. They're at Pivotal Labs. All right, I'm going to go back and just use the original one that I found here, because that is pretty good. Yeah. So let's take this. That actually might be kind of nice. Does this have send back? Okay. And then let's expand that so it's a big picture, and I'll center it. So you see what I've done here is, sometimes I don't like to have like a lot of big pictures, but sometimes I use it. And I think here, since we have like this, let me see if this works here for full screen. Yeah, I mean, since we have a picture like this, we might as well use it. And what I can do is kind of use this chart in the middle. Now the thing you have to do here, it's nice, there's a highlight thing in PowerPoint nowadays that I use all the time. Ugh, I hate that there's not just black for text. I mean, I can obviously just go pick just black. But anyways, there's this highlight thing, which is really great to use. You can see how you can highlight stuff really effectively, and it's like one of the things that's is nice in PowerPoint is like when you don't have to really like make design decisions, because you know you can do all sorts of crazy stuff. Let's see if this is consistent with other highlighting that I've done. Yeah, like here. So let's go back down to the pair programming. Okay. So then that looks a little weird, but I think that'll be fun. And then I'll put a reference to what is the best way to pair. Put that over here. All right. What is the best way to pair? Let's see who wrote this. This post was by Sarah Connor. Okay, so figure this out. We'll use this as a scratch down here. And we'll say June 2018. So let's come back up here. Comma, boop. Oh, I guess I already have one. What is the best way to, not to paid, to pair? Go, and then we gotta redo that. Because why would you want to do the same thing? Let's see what it looks like. Yep. Okay. So I think that's better. You know, another cool thing you can do that I like to do. Do I already have the, is it quick style? No. Let's look at picture format, right? I like to have the, there's a way to have it kind of have shadow edges, which I think it already does, but it's always nice. Yeah, you can kind of tell in here, but you can barely really tell. So, let's go back and look at it. Anything else we want to gussy up? Because, you know, this is really like a definitional sort of talk. I think that's good. Yeah. So let's save that, close it out. We're all done with that. It's a good way to pair. All right. Well, you know, tomorrow, actually, let me see what time I'm giving this, because I might have to reschedule. Nope, tomorrow I'll do a Tanzu Talk streaming. I'm not quite sure what I'll do. I think I remember we have a Gartner white paper license, and apparently I can go over it. So I thought I would just do you know, in the same way that people do reaction videos. We'll do a PDF reaction and read through that and see what it's like. So we'll see Tanzu Talk people tomorrow. Now stick around if you want just the rest of the ambient stuff, but I'm going to go ahead